That's gonna find 3, and that's gonna basically mark the end of the match, the end of the fight. Up these windows, but Dire with the 3-man plus, it's gonna be so massive. The Aurora field is there, right on time to cancel it out, but it's not gonna be able to find EJ. So now, Brawlers have to survive without a tank. What can they do here to sustain on the point? And really nothing when you got Sidon looking at you. Elko, they have block, but will not matter. Is they get
Unfortunately, I think it was either Kevin or Sidon that got picked there, and then they just ran on Dire for free, so despite the heroics of Dire, they were not able to take it.
Folks gonna come out. Some big positive stuff for the side of the Numbies. Effectively a wasted amplification matrix thus far from Poke, and that might have been their game-winning ult before you hack the Pharah. Otherwise, you can't really get any good progress out of the point. Chinchillas is just gonna be left completely uncontested because EJ typically can't be the one to fly up there. Elko can't be the one to dash up there. The team of the Numbies is just able to surround point with Sidon, who's just such a specialist on any DPS role you put him on, but it's definitely still anybody's game. And Dire with the super punch onto Elko off the map. Oh my gosh, Dire, what are you doing? And everybody's in the room. He's able to charge this punch up, find another, find a third. Okay, Dire, you're going crazy right now. Okay, get traded out. Okay, I'm so glad that he got punished for that. That would have been insane if it went uncontested, but it feels like it sort of has at this point in time. Because now you got Dire and Sidon back, and now the rest of the Brawlers sort of just died on the point. Nobody's able to touch back on, but it's only good. But Sidon, just early in these fights, keeps getting this pick onto Poke, and that's such a massive play. Kevin also set up in a masterful position to find another pick and a third as well. The Brawlers seem to be falling apart. I mean, what can you do to dodge? They wasted all the utility, and now EJ's gonna put it down the shadow, but gets punished for it at the same time. Now you got all the ults coming out on the side of the Numbies. You gotta think that this is game over. Even with their tank down, the rest comes through. Elgo's the last one surviving on what is not the point, apparently.
They did a very good job rotating to the left, and looks like they get the opening pick as well, and Elko, big pick.
That's a big pick. Sidon's really set up into a very solid position, a very punishable position around this fire truck, and Elko splitting his attention, doing his best to sort of keep track of every member of his team, trying to keep them together, but eventually the focus is going to come back onto him. Dire just jumps in onto their safe space, into the room that they were doing their best to hold out on. The rest of the team, first pick, and the bomb actually gets lifted up by the pedal. Just some good punishment, but Elgo's popping off on the back line, builds up the sim wall. It's now left to Dire on the point, survive for himself, basically working out fairly well this time. Kevin finds the pick onto the tank, and Jack's right there at the res. Tied down with the overclock is not something to be slept on, my friends. That's gonna find 3, and that's gonna basically mark the end of the match, the end of the fight. Up these windows, but Dire with the 3-man plus, it's gonna be so massive. The Aurora field is there, right on time to cancel it out, but it's not gonna be able to find EJ. So now, Brawlers have to survive without a tank. What can they do here to sustain on the point? And really nothing when you got Sidon looking at you. Elko, they have block, but will not matter.
Unfortunately, I think it was either Kevin or Sidon that got picked there, and then they just ran on Dire for free, so despite the heroics of Dire, they were not able to take it.
Folks gonna come out. Some big positive stuff for the side of the Numbies. Effectively a wasted amplification matrix thus far from Poke, and that might have been their game-winning ult before you hack the Pharah. Otherwise, you can't really get any good progress out of the point. Chinchillas is just gonna be left completely uncontested because EJ typically can't be the one to fly up there. Elko can't be the one to dash up there. The team of the Numbies is just able to surround point with Sidon, who's just such a specialist on any DPS role you put him on, but it's definitely still anybody's game. And Dire with the super punch onto Elko off the map. Oh my gosh, Dire, what are you doing? And everybody's in the room. He's able to charge this punch up, find another, find a third. Okay, Dire, you're going crazy right now. Hey, get traded out. Okay, I'm so glad that he got punished for that. That would have been insane if it went uncontested, but it feels like it sort of has at this point in time. Because now you got Dyer and Sidon back, and now the rest of the Brawlers sort of just died on the point. Nobody's able to touch back on, but it's only good. But Sidon, just early in these fights, keeps getting this pick onto Poke, and that's such a massive play. Kevin also set up in a masterful position to find another pick and a third as well. The Brawlers seem to be falling apart. I mean, what can you do to dodge? They wasted all the utility, and now EJ's gonna put it down the shatter, but gets punished for it at the same time. Now you got all the ults coming out on the side of the Numbies. You gotta think that this is game over. Even with their tank down, the rest comes through. Elgo's the last one surviving on what is not the point, apparently.
They did a very good job rotating to the left, and it looks like they get the opening pick as well on Elko. Big pick.
That's a big pick. Sidon's really set up into a very solid position, a very punishable position around this fire truck, and Elko splitting his attention, doing his best to sort of keep track of every member of his team, trying to keep them together, but eventually the focus is going to come back onto him. Dyer just jumps in onto their safe space, into the room that they were doing their best to hold out on. The rest of the team, first pick, and the bomb actually gets lifted up by the pedal. Just some good punishment, but Elgo's popping off on the back line, builds up the sim wall. It's now left to Dyer on the point, survive for himself, basically working out fairly well this time. Kevin finds the pick onto the tank, and Jack's right there at the res. Tied down with the overclock is not something to be slept on, my friend. That's going to find 3, and that's going to basically mark the end of the match, the end of the fight. Up these windows, but Dyer with the 3-man plus, it's going to be so massive. The one field is there, right on time to cancel it out, but it's not going to be able to find EJ. So now, Brawlers have to survive without a tank. What can they do here to sustain on the point? And really nothing when you got Sidon looking at you. Elko, they have blocked, but will not matter. As they get
Unfortunately, I think it was either Kevin or Sidon that got picked there, and then they just ran on Dyer for free, so despite the heroics of Dyer, they were not able to take it.
Poke's gonna come out. Some big positive stuff for the side of the Numbies, effectively on a wasted amplification matrix thus far from Poke, and that might have been their game-winning ult before you hack the Pharah. Otherwise, you can't really get any good progress out of the point. Chinchillas is just going to be left completely uncontested because EJ typically can't be the one to fly up there. Elko can't be the one to dash up there. The team of the Numbies is just able to surround point with Sidon, who's just such a specialist on any DPS role you put him on, but especially definitely still anybody's game. And Dyer with the super punch onto Elko off the map. Oh my gosh, Dyer, what are you doing? And everybody's in the room. He's able to charge this punch up, find another, find a third. Okay, Dyer, you're going crazy right now. Hey, get traded out. Okay, I'm so glad that he got punished for that. That would have been insane if it went uncontested, but it feels like it sort of has at this point in time. Because now you got Dyer and Sidon back, and now the rest of the Brawlers sort of just died on the point. Nobody's able to touch back on, but it's only good. But Sidon, just early in these fights, keeps getting this pick onto Poke, and that's such a massive play. Kevin also set up in a masterful position to find another pick and a third as well. The Brawlers seem to be falling apart. I mean, what can you do to dodge? They wasted all the utility, and now EJ's gonna put it down the shatter, but gets punished for it at the same time. Now you got all the ults coming out on the side of the Numbies. You gotta think that this is game over. Even with their tank down, the rest comes through. Elgo's the last one surviving on what is not the point, apparently.
They did a very good job rotating to the left, and it looks like they get the opening pick as well on Elko. Big pick.
That's a big pick. Sidon's really set up into a very solid position, a very punishable position around this fire truck, and Elko splitting his attention, doing his best to sort of keep track of every member of his team, trying to keep them together, but eventually the focus is going to come back onto him. Dyer just jumps in onto their safe space, into the room that they were doing their best to hold out on.
The Aurora Esports
first pick, the bomb actually gets lifted up by the pedal.
Brawlers,
Just some good punishment, but
Chinchillas,
Elgo's popping off.
attempt to say their first part of the name.
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl. Okay, I thought it was I'm traumatized by like the
Oh,
we had like the
that one team.
yeah.
Was that the
Well, we
Smelly
had a few.
Booties? It
Yeah,
was
we
like
had like
the really bad one.
100-character long Russian city name, and then there was
Yeah.
the like
Oh, the other one.
Canoctolan Tacos or something.
Yeah, but that's like a real city.
I know, I just can't pronounce
Yeah.
it.
So yeah, we have the Chinchillas, which surely will get their first one at some point, versus the Brawlers, who have been kind of on a roll. I think they've won their last two, and they've looked pretty dominant while doing that. They've been running a lot of this, kind of this comp they're running right now with EJ on the Rhine, Poke and Nuttier on Bap Lucia, respectively, and then Elko plays like a number of things. Bastion has been played a lot with this comp. The Chinchillas have been kind of mixing it up, so I don't know exactly what they're going to settle on. I do also want to point out that Skycer and Allegro are both missing here, so Charbatron and Sonic Ronic will be perma in the lineup for these teams.
Old 5v5 with no bench players.
Yeah, we do see Riddle Dog on off his signature Baptiste here. I think that could get a lot of value if he can get some big anti-nades. It's up to EJ to kind of try to block these, but if he's able to get these anti-nades and prevent some of this poke healing, it could be big.
I don't see a monkey doing jack diddly squat against Bastion.
Bastion, yeah. I mean, if they set up their nades, they could like try to dive that, but it's up to Riddle Dog to land these nades here.
They got Immort though.
Okay, Immort's forced. And this entire time, it's just the Brawlers just have his point presence. Mikey falls to Elko.
Mikey's taken down by Elko. Yeah. Pretty big sweep here by the Brawlers. I really like that hammer. I'm gonna say it again.
Oh yeah, because we casted the last game and you had the hammer. Yeah,
It's
you should
pretty
get
fresh.
you should get that hammer for your one trick, Mercy. I know you play a ton of Mercy.
I'm good at Mercy. It's just not many situations where I'm the Mercy instead of like Honor or something.
We do see Royal Dog getting close to this nano. That could be another engage for them. But they do have the Shatter and this window coming up for the Brawlers. That's going to be really hard to push into.
And these ults are really... Just this game's going fast. I don't... Maybe I'm... Booney taken down by the Bastion turret form. Another kill into the Charbatron there. So it looks like the first point of Servas is going to the bomb. The Ballers, the Brawlers.
Yeah. Pretty decisive there too. Like, again, I kind of agree with what you were saying earlier. It's just so hard to play this Winston into this Bastion. You're kind of like reliant on having some sort of like engage tool, like something you can go in on. And outside of like just Riddle hitting like a 5-man nade, which isn't gonna happen often against the Reinhardt. There's really nothing else they can go on. If they do want to play,
I just want to say quick, Booney's been itching for like a Ryan kind of matchup.
Yeah,
and
now he's scared.
Finally faces a team that's like only Ryan, and he's going monkey.
Yeah, they also have a Ryan Bap Lucio player. Like they could just mirror this if they wanted to.
Yeah, the Bastion's gonna clean him up pretty well there. There's you can't really do anything against the like you said. You need every fight to be able to like 5-man anti-nade with a nano monkey jump. Like
we do
otherwise,
see
you're
Booney
just gonna
swap
die.
here onto the Ramatra, which I think is a good swap. I'd like to see the Ryan because I know Booney's got a mean Ryan. I think it'd be fun to see the Ryan v Ryan. But Ramatra overall is not like a bad pick. I think that's a pretty decent one, especially into this Bastion. You can negate most of his damage with his Nemesis form. But at this point, like, the swaps are coming late. Mikey also goes onto the Soldier. It is going to be really hard because now the Brawlers have such a big ult advantage here.
Yeah, I just don't see how they're going to close the distance here with...
Yeah. I guess just play for angles.
Sojourn. Yeah, that Ramantra's going to get pretty hurt. There he goes.
Mikey was going for the biggest flank of all time.
Well, maybe they'll use an ult. No, they use Nano and Valk.
Yeah. Well, they do swap onto the Lucio, which I think that's another really good swap here. Riddle, I would assume, is going to swap Baptiste here. No, I guess he could stay on it here. Especially into the Bap Lucio. I think that could be a good move. It's still, like, kind of works pretty well with the Brawl, too. I think BAP works a little bit better, but I don't think that's a bad move at all. But yeah, now we see the Chinchillas are starting to get these ults here. They did get the overclock and the window out from the Brawlers.
I think you need to go like Sigma, Hanzo, Soj, or Sigma.
Yeah, if you're gonna play
Hanzo,
poke. Or again, I think they could
Soldier or
just mirror
something.
this.
Yeah, that too. But I'm trying to say that the Brawlers don't really push, at least on this map. So if you
That's
go to a
true.
poke comp, you'll win the poke fight.
Yeah.
I can't hold tab, but I can't imagine that the Chinchillas have more than like 3 kills right now. This is
I'm trying to think. They might not even have one. I'm trying to think of any time there was a...
No, they definitely killed their BAF on first point.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I think it also hasn't been a lot. Do you think they're gonna combo the Annihilation with the Nano here, or do you think they're gonna use them separately?
Nah, Sojourn Nano.
Sojourn Nano, that could be good. Uni is in.
Okay, well they
Well, to be fair, they didn't combo
they,
it.
They used the Annihilation Nano, but I apologize. I answered the question to how it should have been used.
Yeah.
You were right. They did use it. How they
And they use almost every single ult there, too. EJ still has the Shatter. I don't think he's used the Shatter at all.
No.
And then
He's just gonna
Alco,
shatter
also, I don't think he's
Booty.
used the Bastion ult at all. When
No,
he's on the
Alco used it
ball,
last point, for sure. Uh-oh.
Booney rolls directly into the Bastion.
It's not looking too great. What I was gonna say is that I think Nano Overclock is one of the most underrated ult combos in
Yeah.
Overwatch 2.
I think that's a fair take. I mean, I think part of it, too, is it's the same thing as, like, Nano Widow. It's like you could... If you hit your shots, like if you hit your headshots with the overclock, you just do so much damage anyways. You might not even need the Nano with it.
Oh, the Nano is more so like just raw space creation.
Oh, gotcha.
Because it's less about the damage and it's more about the 400 HP instead of 200. Because you're
Yeah.
right. I mean, a good Sojourn is gonna two-shot people even in the
True.
body.
Yeah, pretty dominant map there for the Brawlers. Let's see if the Chinchillas can have an answer. We're gonna go to a short map break. Chinchillas are gonna look for something to break through this stout Brawlers team right here. We'll be back shortly. Stay with us, everyone.
Hello, welcome back to map 2 of Week 4 of Berlin Brawlers versus Chernobyl Chinchillas. They're looking a little radioactive
That's a good.
because no one wants to get near them because they're dead.
Their
Yeah.
their
Oh,
half-lives
oh.
are one map.
Hopefully they'll be able to get more kills.
Yeah,
this next map.
that was about as dominant as the first map you possibly could have gotten. It was like 300 to 0 on Flashpoint. We do see swaps coming in. I think they took your advice. They're running this kind of Sigma poke comp. I think this fits into a lot of their comfort picks. Mikey on the Sojourn, Riddle Dog on the BAP. Charbatron
Alright,
on the Mercy makes sense.
I've just received word that the total amount of top kills on the Chinchillas last map was 3. So
The total kills?
I think I said 1 last map, but it's actually 3.
No, you said 3, so you might have you called it.
Oh no, I was right. Yeah.
But yeah, we see pretty much the exact same comp. We do see the sim coming out. I think that could... They probably are cooking something. I have a feeling that the Brawlers are like one of those teams that scrims a lot. So I think they have a plan with this sim. There's going to be like some sneaky little TP to get like a really good angle, and then you set up your Bastion.
Oh, even if they don't scrim a lot, all these guys grind comp.
Yeah, yeah. TP comes out. Oh, they just go straight to the point.
Uh-oh, they flipped map.
Ruh-roh.
They're gonna TP again. That's the hardest part about that.
Oh, they just
when you
walk
TP
on.
into them, and then you regen the TP again, you can't. You got nowhere to go because they might speed on you and they might TP you. So it's like.
Oh, EJ gets taken down.
EJ goes down now. Booney's very low. He's dead.
The spawns are there.
Taking fire. No one's on the point. It's a fight on the high ground here.
Can they
The
try and
squishy squadron.
somehow the Chinchillas are still kind of in this
Oh my
fight. Zeus
God.
is coming back.
I'm gonna
but-
pretend like we didn't see that dynamite. And the Brawlers take the point quite handily. Some Symmetrous shenanigans.
Yeah, I think the Chinchillas just weren't ready for it. I think you're right. I think this is probably their best look here is this kind of poke comp. They rotated pretty well. Slide just ends up falling pretty early there, and I think after that, they just didn't have the sustain.
Well, it just messes with your head, right?
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
are they gonna TP? Are they gonna speed?
Yeah,
Are they
yeah.
gonna single me out?
Now the Chinchillas are kind of holding this high ground here. I think it's going to be a little bit harder to take this fight, and then I think the Chinchillas are going to be a little bit more ready to.
Nah, you just need to get that Bastion up there, and you're gonna.
True.
It's gonna
Oh,
go to
Riddle
town.
Dog gets his.
Immortals, so they don't have EJ. But
I
they're
think-
still looking pretty good. I mean,
I think by the time
4.5 minutes.
EJ comes back, the lamp will be back. So, both DPS ults for the Brawlers are up. Also, this window, and then close to this shatter here.
You know, it'd be hilarious
What?
if they fake TP'd and then went up the elevator.
Went up the elevator. That would be pretty silly.
Oh god.
Elko uses his Bastion ult. Booney ends up getting taken down there.
2 windows. Call that window pane.
EJ gets taken down by Mikey. Sly gets
A lot of
Sonic
ults
Ronic.
used.
A lot of ults there, but I think the Chinchillas are going to come out on top, especially with their spawns being so close here.
Yeah,
Elkus-
they traded Belk, window, and overclock for window. What's Bastion's ult even called? Like Hailstorm or something?
Is it Artillery Strike?
Artillery strike?
That sounds
Probably.
right.
That sounds right.
Um,
Sounds official.
So, like, in terms of ults, it's a lot better for the Brawlers, but at the same time, like, window gets built really fast. Valk a lot of times isn't that impactful.
Oh,
so it
that
could be
Bob's
big.
not gonna do anything.
Oh, maybe it is now.
I'm not sure. They could have dropped the beat there.
Yeah, I don't know if Nuttier realized that he needed it.
Charbotron's being hunted. I think she'll escape though. Oh, Nundier's trying to get some.
A really good coach getting gun by Sly to set that up. The Bob looked really bad. It was like behind them, and then Sly gets like 4 people off the high ground directly into the Bob. So that's another
Yeah.
fight that's kind of expensive for the Chinchillas, but like at this point, the cart's rolling backwards. You're going to be able to get at least two more fights on this second point here. So even if it's an expensive
didn't
fight, I
trust
think you
the
still take
process.
it. Yeah, you didn't. True. AJ with the
How-
shatter here could be big into the Sigma.
They
Nuttier
could,
has the beat too.
amp speed over across this.
Or they could
beat.
TP.
Oh, Booney. Get to safety. Okay, the card has moved so far back at this point.
Yeah, they're not even on card. It's still moving back.
Sim should go on card. There's nothing she can contribute from right here. Someone should go on card. Okay, yep.
Sim ends up getting
okay.
taken down. Mercy's going to come back soon, so...
EJ's getting out of there. Look for the soldier on the elevator. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, they didn't hear me. Unfortunate.
Yeah, these DPS for the Chinchillas are really good at like getting these angles. Like it's really hard to.
Uh-oh.
Shatter
Shatter
comes
Booney.
out. It's the peel is
Gets
there.
nothing. Wow, this is like the exact comp I said to do.
Yeah,
last
I know.
month. It's shaved off 3 minutes of their time bank.
Yeah, there's two like really good ways to counter. Well, I guess there's three really good ways to counter Brawl. Is you just have burst damage like you run like a Pharah. Burst AOE damage is try to use their resources. You can play around your like go Ana like they did the first fight. Play around Anti and kind of use that as like an engage condition, or you can play like they're doing right now and just play poke. Just have your DPS control these angles, and then if you control all the angles, the Rhine only has one shield. You can only block one angle. So
Yeah, I'll argue the Ana one is probably the best comp, assuming you're at like the highest level,
Yeah,
like if
yeah.
you're at owl level, and it's devastating. But big flex coming on here.
oh, gets two.
Two good LOS.
Gets the beat out. That's actually a really good trade.
EJ's going in. Belk used. Immort used by the Chinchillas. Whole lot of nothing happening right now. Riddle Dog goes down though first.
Mikey's going for a flank
Maybe
there
a
with the
res.
overclock.
I'm not sure if he's gonna get much.
He's getting the space though.
EJ is just in this constant battle to just swing on booty.
Mikey gets taken down by Elko there. I think the Brawlers are eventually going to be able to stabilize here and take second.
You would be correct.
Still, that's a really good... lot of really good improvements there from the Chinchillas. Especially after how poorly that first map went, that's a big improvement.
Oh yeah.
This second point is kind of hard because it's a little bit harder to play for these angles than it is that first point with all that high ground. I think it still could work, but I think the Brawl is definitely favored on this point here. Sonic Ronic goes to the Sojourner to mirror
off the
Mikey
Symmetra.
here. Yeah, I think that's a good move. The Symmetra is like really tough to get value
I
here.
think if they play under them by this Mega,
Yeah. Oh,
Booty
Booney gets
balls,
taken
Immort
down.
used, Bob used. Slide down. Burn that Bob. Burn him at the stake. He dead.
Yeah,
If
Chilla
they
just
had a
kinda
sim
hurt
here, that would
herself.
be ooh. Quick cleanup.
Riddle Dog with this window. They could look for something here. Oh, Elko with the artillery
Dog has
strike.
anything to say about it.
Ooh, somehow gets dodged. Dueling windows here from both sides.
Out goes up the Bastion. Booney's hurting. Using the kinetic grasp. EJ's almost a shatter. Gets Booney with it. They need to cap a time here. Oh man, that's not a good look. They cap with time after capping in overtime.
That was such a good second point too. I think they burned like 6 minutes off of it.
Score 0.
Should have been 7.
Switching sides.
But yeah, I mean, if you saw the last map, you'll take this any day. over
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Fighting chance. All you gotta do is cap
Yep.
all the way, and you get another chance.
And then overtime.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think part of it too is that I think they just weren't expecting the sim. I think they could hold first a little bit longer if they knew that sim was coming.
Oh, definitely. I think Slide rotated
Yeah, yeah,
away
he
from the team as well.
doing
and
pretty
then-
good there. He did show the Hanzo there at the end, so we'll see if he sticks with the Hanzo or
Doomfist.
goes if he goes back to that.
I gotta assume that's a Just a spawn room.
Yeah, that was.
Swap.
What are you talking about? I love Doofus Baptiste.
Something ain't adding up.
Yeah, I would guess they run with a similar comp. Elko is on the May now. He's off the Bastion. I think part of that is it's really hard to get value against Sigma on Bastion if they're rotating their all their cooldowns very well. May, I think, works really well into the Sigma, especially if you're able to catch him with the wall. But again, it's right click some a little bit.
Oh, he's actually on Doom.
No way, no shot. Oh,
no.
You got
He's doing it
baited.
to prove point. Give me some lip in the other room.
He got everyone quaking in their boots for like 5 seconds there. They saw the Boon Fist and they were terrified. I think they're gonna go high ground here.
Elko needs some help. Weejay's in.
Yeah, wall comes out.
Oh, they're getting pinchered here in that staircase.
Mikey gets one. Oh, EJ is in.
EJ gets real dog. He's falling a little
Booney is
low.
solo, or EJ is solo. Booney just needs to get him here. Booney gets his. With the spawns coming in soon, as long as Booney can just kind of stay alive here, I think he could be able to.
Oh, I don't think he's staying alive. I think he's going down.
No. He was making his way toward the Mega, so I thought if he could get that, he might have had a chance, but just everyone just turned on him.
That's just worse. You guys try to make the great escape.
Yeah. Elko is actually already close to the Blizzard after one fight, which is really good. I think they're probably
Yeah,
going to try something similar. They got a really really early pick onto the Baptiste, which could have been really big, but EJ just runs into them and not a whole lot
Loves
they
to
can
beat
do.
as well. Problem is you can't go high because this May is just going to freeze you.
Yeah.
You can't go low because the Ryan's going to swing on you.
Elko's falling really low here. Mikey and
Booney is
Charbotron
split
are-
by...
Booney
Oh, it
gets-
doesn't matter. There's a lot of lives being traded. Blizzard gets 2. Baptiste and both supports. Sly falls. It's just Booney left, and he goes down. So a fight win for the Brawlers. It was looking a little scary there.
Yeah. Sonic is cleaning up all these kills here, but... Yeah, with Mikey with the Mercy Pocket up on high ground, I thought he was going to be able to get Elko, and that would have opened it up, but the Blizzard somehow gets everyone. I think that's got to be what they do, is they have to just go to this side staircase here and just kind of wrap around, take the high ground, force the May off. And then after that, you can go to try to set up your angles, but...
Looks like they are going up the staircase here. Stalling a little bit. EJ's going like, oh, I'm getting in there.
Oh, the
this
Flux
could be
comes
deadly
out.
with Earth Shatter. Oh my god.
doesn't get
oh my
EJ.
god, get it. Get it. Okay, yeah, I don't know what they're playing.
EJ just tanks the Flux. It just...
Go into a 2-foot by 3-foot hallway into a May Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is that it just gave EJ enough time to get behind them.
Booty's on Reinhardt.
Let's go! Winnable!
Stop the presses.
We also have Mikey on this Echo, which I think is also a really good look, especially into the Sojourn May.
Oh, Elko already down. Press Q, everyone. Booty's trying to get into... EJ still has a shatter. If he lands a fatty. Oh, that's nothing. EJ taken down, Sonic Chronic taken down.
Nuttier.
Chinchillas might just cap first point here.
Booty plays one fight on Ryan and instantly wins.
Curious.
Here, I think it is really interesting. I don't know if they're going to stay with this Mercy here, if they're going to swap to Lucio, because I think either could be good here, especially if you're going to run this Echo here. You could definitely run the Mercy. Elko instantly swaps onto the cast after seeing the Mikey on Echo. Mikey's close to this dupe. He might just use it and this swap back off and just play something a little bit more brawl heavy, but...
Oh, they're going in.
Window use, the
Brawlers
Chinchillas
want
just kite it.
revenge. Oh yeah, I think they're just trading an ult for a time bank here.
Yeah. Not terrible if we're being honest, but... Who do you think Mikey's going to copy here?
Baptiste.
I could see Baptiste. I wouldn't hate the Sojourn either.
Nadir and Mikey just exchanged glances in the hallway. Feel their separate ways. Booney's falling very low. Oh, but he shatters 3.
Oh, Booney gets 3.
Wow. You're right. Copied Sojourn.
He's all warmed up. He's got his practice on Sojourn, so.
So, clone, shatter, and window use.
Yeah, the window was also used by Poke, so I don't hate the window for the window. Shatter.
Window for window.
Yeah, window for window. Shatter I don't
Follow
hate
for follow.
either, because it no guarantee your shatter gets value, so it's good to use that if you know you're gonna win a fight off of it.
Yeah, that makes
Mikey
sense.
is staying on this this Echo here. I thought he would swap off against Elko, but
Okay, Riddle Dog caught out.
that is rough.
Bad
They
part
might be
of
able to
town.
res here. No, they will not.
Sly is just hanging on by a thread. Stagger? Question mark. Oh,
No.
little statement pin right there. 1 minute left, so pretty much one fight.
Yeah.
It's a long trek back to the point here. There's no Lucio.
Not
So they got Valk, and they got
great
Dragon
ults.
Strike
Yeah.
into Shatter, Window, Beat, maybe Overclock.
Probably, I would say probably overclock, but
It's not looking too great for the Chinchillas.
okay.
here.
Booney's just got to get a shatter. He's got to
He's got to close the gap.
yeah, kill everyone.
If I'm EJ, I pin off behind him right now and I shatter.
That would be so.
I don't play Ryan. I have no idea if that's gonna be good.
I mean, EJ is kind of a Chad, so another boot. They
They're
can't even
just
get
not
high
letting him
ground.
Go up.
Nuttier is just camping this. They honestly, they're just,
Window.
looks like they're just
Window
going straight to
folk,
point.
Window it.
Doesn't even need it.
Arbitron's down. They're still split. Sly is
Fly is super low.
again in the wrong part of town. EJ hits the shield. Forces the counter pin. Mikey goes down. Nadir with the beat.
Yeah.
Road Dog with the Immort. Road Dog with the death. Booney with the death.
Yeah.
Chinchillas with the map loss.
It did look like they just still had something going there. I think both the Poke and the Booney Rhine. I think either of those have potential there. So
Yeah, they got a good basis for map 3 here.
yeah. I also want to point out, just 2 weeks ago, the versus the Inazuma, the Chinchillas almost pulled off a reverse sweep. So anything is still possible. You never know. Okay, we are going to go into another short break here. Match point for the Brawlers. Let's see if they can bring it home or if the Chinchillas could keep fighting. We'll be back shortly.
Hello, gaming universe. Welcome back to week 4, map 3, Chinchillas, Brawlers, Lijiang Tower, going in.
Lijiang Tower is our next map. I think they had stuff going on the last map. I think they started to get a little bit of traction.
The pan's almost heated up to get the oil bubbling.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They just need to put the meat in and start cooking.
Yeah, I would love to see some Rhine here. It'd be really fun if we go like.
If only we could be so spoiled.
Yeah.
I don't think we're allowed to see a map with 2 Rhines.
True.
Outside of an Echo.
I would expect Sonic Ronic is gonna go back to Sem here, and they're just gonna TP point, and then have like Elko go May or Bastion, and something.
I think they might go Rhine back.
Surely.
No
wait.
way.
What is this Chinchillas comp? Is this real? It's an actual
darn good
comp.
comp.
So.
I like it. I like when I
Wait,
see it.
that actually might be really good. Again, like I was saying earlier, you have this Pharah, you can get like a lot of burst AoE damage. Ball, you could kind of just disrupt everything, not really have to commit until you're ready to go in. Sly on the Tracer. Tracer's always viable. And then you have Riddle on this Kiriko. I think would be really good because you don't really have to engage. You can always TP away if they try to go on you. You have some sustain. You have Suzu if you need to cleanse anything or if you need to prevent the shatter.
Brawlers already on points.
Yeah, we kind of
The
expected
setup begins.
Oh, Poke goes off the map!
Poke is off the map. Ooh. Classic blunder.
Somehow does not get the kill credit to Booney.
He does get the ult charge for it, though. That's what matters.
And it looks like they are going to win the fight.
I don't believe my eyes.
Incredibly clean fight win. Set up by... if you
the Chinchillas won the first fight without losing anyone.
Yeah, surely if you just kill this Baptiste in this brawl comp, they just fall over, right? But yeah,
I mean, theoretically, but like, I don't think they're going the right direction here, the Brawlers. The Pharah's not the problem.
Yeah, I agree.
Pharah's just
I understand why they're doing that, but... Yeah, the Tracer and the Ball could cause quite a bit of disruption here.
My eyes are down here.
Lamp is already forced by Poke here. Bastion form is used. Really good angle set up by Booney and by
Shoot
Mikey.
the ball. Oh, then you're stuck.
Sonic
They
Ronic is taken
reversed
down.
the cap.
And Barrage is used. Yeah, they did get the cap off, but that's only like gonna be like 12% maybe. 10%, yeah. I got another fight where the Chinchillas did die a single time.
My mic's not picking it up, but the comms are electric.
Yeah. Now we got some more swaps going here. I personally don't like this coming out for the Brawlers. I don't know who you dive here. I don't know why you run with the Winston. It's like every single character has some sort of ability they can use to just leave. So we'll see. Maybe they go after Charbatron or go after like just try to zone out Booney, I guess. Oh, Elko gets whipped with the deflect. How does that? How did he get that?
You pressed E and aimed the projectile back.
Elko gets 2.
Mikey.
So I guess the dive target
Someone
isn't.
capped the point.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So I guess your dive target is just the Pharah. So you just vertically dive, you know.
Now hold on. What is this dishonest Overwatch here?
Mikey goes Echo here, which I think kind of is similar to the Pharah, but the Pharah you have the more AoE damage, and Echo you have more kind of burst. Yeah. You can just 2-shot Elko like that. And
Pharah is more of like a... If you want to go for a squishy, you know, Echo's more of if you want to go for the tank.
So I think the swap is really good because it does the same thing, but it does it differently.
A lot of ults used here.
Nuttier is so low.
Suzu missed by a long shot. Elko gets Mikey.
Might be all they need here.
If they don't pick off this monkey, it's gonna be trouble.
He's so low. Pulse misses, but
he's still alive.
It's still 1 HP. Poke with the Kitsune Rush and Elko with the blade here.
The point is just ticking down, and they're not.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah, the
concentrated.
kills just didn't come. Part of it is I think Pope just able to get so much healing down onto the Winston.
Oh yeah, now they got 4
There's
ults
4
for the last
ults.
fight here. Ooh. Chinchillas might be chinchill losing.
They might be chilled. Might get
Yeah.
close to this duplicate, could be big here. The
The
blade
Mercy
is
is
just, there's
going
only so much
down.
you can do versus the
Oh, and
blade.
they're too far away for Riddle Dog to TP. Yeah, that's oh, that's a little bit depressing.
But if all the brawlers die to the mines here, then Mikey can cap the point.
Whoa. He gone.
Unfortunate there. Yeah, it's just I don't know what happened there. They looked so good. The dive swap coming out from the brawlers was executed really well. They were finding the kills. That kill under Riddle at the very end there is just so unfortunate. I think Booney was just barely out of range, so TP didn't go off.
Yep. And your instincts, if you see a Genji blade come at you, is to back up. But
And then you go out of range, yeah.
yep.
It is tough to play into a Genji that is blading your backline. We do see the brawlers swap back to their brawl comp, and we see Mikey go back to the Pharah. Charbatron, I'm assuming, is just going to play Lucio for the speed out of spawn and then swap back to Mercy. Oh, just staying on Mercy. Yeah, they're fast enough. I don't think it really matters that much if you have the Lucio speed at the beginning. Yeah, they pretty much, on paper, the Chinchillas should win here. There's also a really good comp to run this exact... A really good map to run this comp with. A lot of angles, a lot of space. Nuttier somehow falls there. The bat falls really low there. Lamp is used. Poke is 1. Poke does end up falling. No supports now for the Brawlers.
Yeah, it's kind of like a war on all sides here
Yeah.
from the Brawlers, and they don't know where to look. End up falling. EJ's back in, though. He's getting some swings in. But
EJ will get taken down here. Was it Kaliningrad? There was some big war.
Stalingrad.
Maybe. There was some big war where it was like 2 fronts. That's kind of what they're doing, is they have Booney and Sly coming in from one angle, they have Mikey coming in from another angle. It's just... And they are still playing this this Cass here, but really no other swaps, so they're not going to opt to go back to the Winston like they did last map. Same rotation here, which is just going to get burst down by this Pharah. Mikey already close to this barrage. It's going to be really hard for them to like get him
this
through.
isn't just team specific. This is every team in this league.
Yeah.
They have a comp that works, and they win on, and then they swap it up, like they have amnesia.
Yeah. Vapor Gore, big barrage. It's
Slide pulses and then blinks off the map. But the
He
Chinchillas
was-
do win the fight.
maybe he's swapping. Maybe he wanted to use the ult and then go back to spawn to swap. No, he's not. That would have been so funny if he did though. A barrage and pulse are
think it
used, so
was-
it's kind of nice to get those out. But
Still funny. Oh, the May headshot
must
takes
have just been a
out
one
Slice.
shot.
Got snoozing.
Mines comes out, splits EJ off, does destroy the lamp. Poke falls super low, gets taken down. Booney gets taken down too, but I honestly take the ball for the Baptiste any day. AJ is super low.
Monkey's falling.
Yeah, I think the Chinchillas are
Slides
gonna...
back. Wreaking havoc. Beat dropped. Real dog alone.
EJ so low. EJ gets taken down. Blizzard is used by Elko. Poke's gonna get 5 here. Trust. Oh, never mind.
Mikey gets 3.
Pharah moment. Pocketed Pharah with Kitsune Rush. Okay, now we see
Monkey,
Elko's...
Sombra, Kiri.
Now they're starting to swap. I think it's too late here. Other
Hey,
than...
geniuses, you had a good comp last map. And
Yeah.
you won with
Other than High Noon, not a whole lot here. Sonic Ronic off the map. Hack onto Elko.
Snoozer
Elko falls low,
used.
gets taken down. Riddle Dog falls somehow.
Kiri down. Oh, but the barrage cleans
Huge.
up the rest. Going into 1-1.
Yeah, it turns out if you play like the worst possible comp into a counter, it just doesn't work very well.
Score. 1
I agree with you. I think that comp they swapped to with the Winston, I think that would have been a lot better than just running Brawl and just running through that tight room. This is going to be very tough to play this ball Pharah into. I think it can work, but it's going to be really difficult. This is just such a good grind map. This is such a good Junkrat map. So tight. Brawl is very strong. You have Junkrat can just spam, kill people around corners without looking at them. We see Booty matching the Rhine here. Riddle Dog on the Ana. I think that's another thing, just looking for those nades.
We've made it to the promised land.
TP is used, so I think the Chinchillas are going to make it to white first. Big Fire Strike.
Ana down.
Elko gets Riddle Dog somehow.
Symmetra down. Reinhardt down. Bastion down. No, you're not going to know what team this is from. Maybe next fight.
And it's just going to be...
The Brawlers do win, though, so...
Early
point cap.
In my opinion, I think holding this door here with the Junkrat Rhine should be considered a war crime. It's just, like, at least they don't have a Mei, you know, but it's just so hard to push through this first door.
I think at one point the meta on this map was Mei Junk.
Yeah.
In Overwatch 1, it was like Reinzar, Mei Junk, and it was like, you just can't get through that.
Sly on the Bastion does get EJ really low, but EJ just backs off there and is able to stabilize with the help of Poke. Elko's super close to this tire here. Could be big.
A lot of stuff happening. Booney goes down first. EJ charging back into the back line. Sly's caught out. It does fall. Mikey looking to make something happen here. Nothing's gonna happen. Nadir's going down to gun down certain someone. She gets it out. No crime committed here.
Elko is looking for this tire. How many is he gonna get with this tire?
3.
Over under 3.
Even.
Even, okay. I think it's gonna get 2. No lamp. No beat. Oh, it gets 1.
Okay, got
I mean,
1.
Booney indirectly gets killed by the tire, but... Nuttier gets taken down, though.
That's pretty direct. I don't know.
Mikey
Poke
is
just
in.
fighting
Poke is
for his
so
life.
Poke gets taken down,
He
but
lost
Riddle
it.
Dog will follow.
Sonic running versus Mikey. Sonic running wins. Check mark. Oh man, the Junkrat's still in the backline harassing everyone. 1 HP, but all you need is 1, honestly.
He's 20 HP.
We don't know that.
We do have
he could
the,
be like, he could be like 22.
Yeah. A lot of
Oh
ults
my
for the
god, he's just
Chinchillas.
firing in the artillery.
Booney's gonna solo shatter him. I'm calling it.
Should solo shatter someone.
Somehow, the kills are going in the favor of the Chinchillas.
Yeah, the nano overclock came in big. They still have a fighting chance. They live to see in their day for another fight.
I mean, Nano Overclock isn't a terrible ult investment, especially when you get out High Noon Window and Shatter. Oh, that was not intentional, was it?
Maybe Nedier pressed her Q button.
Yeah, he like ran over, yeah.
Anything for the W.
Tire used by
Oh,
Elko.
man. Oh god. It's got me quaking.
I think this might be a three-man here. Oh, Mikey gets it!
They're so distracted shooting the tire, though, that EJ picks out Booney. Oh, and the beat job. This might secure the match. Mikey's going down. And there we have it. The Brawlers win 3-0 against the Chinchillas.
Every single pred, we checked after the second map, every single pred was in the favor of the Brawlers, so not super surprising, but again, the Chinchillas keep showing like they have some stuff that works, but they're just not able to get it to go together.
I mean, you look at the roster of the Chinchillas, you don't expect them to be 0-4.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point in the season, too, it's going to be an upwards battle to make the playoffs for the Chinchillas. Only 8 games, and the best they can do right now is 4-4, so got their work cut out for them, yeah. So, would you like to name match MVP?
No.
No. Okay.
No. I would not.
Let me think. Would you like to do an interview or no?
Yeah, I can do an interview.
Okay.
I don't.
You just
wanna
don't
pick.
you don't want to pick. Man, the Brawlers are so good. Like everyone on their team played so well today. I think I've casted a couple other games, and I'm trying to remember who I gave it to, because I don't want to give it to the same person every single time. You know what? I'll give it to Elko. I don't think Elko's gotten it this season. Junkrat popped off. His May
The
popped off.
dishonorable hero.
Yeah, he
MVP.
plays like cringe heroes, but
Bastion, Junkrat,
he's very good at them.
May.
So I'm gonna try to see if I can get him in here. I have to do some digging here. He also might have just gone offline.
Oh yeah, he left the lobby first, so I.
Yep. I believe last time we had a match, we were gonna give it to Elko, and Elko got off so quickly that we weren't able to. Here, I can drag him. Or what? It's not letting me drag him. But he got off so quickly,
Right-click.
but apparently we heard that. Oh, that's actually what I should do.
Right click, move to.
Here, what does it say?
Something.
Give me a second. I'm struggling right now. That.
I don't think I have any mental capacity left outside of the next few minutes, so you're good.
It's not letting me.
I'm low on the. I did a lot of thinking today.
So he's been doing all those puzzles.
I'm a little low on the fuel.
Here, I am. Here we go. I got him. He's in my grasp right now. I just have to drag through all the channels I'm in. There we go. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, Elko.
Hi.
Congratulations. We've named you our match MVP.
Let's go.
How are you feeling after that last match?
I feel good. We're 3-0 now, so 3-win streak, and all our matches are what do you call it? Sweeps. So feeling pretty good about our team. Yeah, pretty sure. We might have given one map, but I'm pretty sure they're all 3-0s.
Yeah.
So, but also, I mean, Bastion's like really fun for me, so kind of just like a chill time. And then Junkrat, obviously, I could play some Junk today, so
You got some May
pretty
in
fun.
there.
Yeah.
So,
All my fun heroes.
first question for you: do you play a single honest character?
Like,
Any character that's
Okay.
not cringe?
okay. Oh, no.
No, they're all.
Nope.
Your entire. I haven't seen you play any Torb.
Oh, that's funny though, because like in season, like I think it was like 17, I just had this random urge to like one trick Torb,
No way.
and I played him for like, I played him for like 30 hours that season. But honestly, that's kind of like the way I play a lot of games is like I like to play heroes or characters or use like skills or whatever certain builds that are like unorthodox or not as good, or like, you know, in this example, like for Overwatch, I like playing a lot of projectile. So yeah, that's kind of like my play style.
So, let's see. What's your next match? I don't have it in front of me right now. It is the villains, the Vancouver villains.
Okay, is that with War?
War,
right?
yep. War, Yoda,
War, and who else?
Yoda, Cupcake. That's so hard to name the rosters off the top of my head. War, Yoda,
Yeah,
Cupcake.
that's okay. Yeah, well, I've seen I don't know what their record is, but I've seen them popping off. Yoda, I saw some Sigma from Yoda, and then I think he was on DPS. And then I know Cupcake's a good player, so
Let me check real
um,
quick. Oh, also Poke has joined us. Hello, Poke.
hi Poke. I'm not scared of anyone, man. You know, I love to compete.
Yeah.
Like, so whatever we got in front of us, I'm ready for it. Like, this league is also kind of like my recreation, I guess, outside of
Yeah.
like scrims. So I love like any chance I get to play a good team. So hopefully, you know, going 3-0 is really nice, but like hopefully like the matches we have ahead are going to be like tough ones so we can like grow, you know, because
Yeah. Yeah.
getting the 3-0s is nice, but like we have to like be challenged to like get better. So
I've
yeah.
I've just checked your next match against the villains. I didn't realize this. The villains are 0-3. They're
Oh,
they're
okay.
they're another winless team. So
Yeah, I mean like I didn't know. I knew Poke and Nutty before, but I didn't know EJ or Sonic or Allegro. So I wasn't sure like what to expect, but I think our team is like really great. It's like you've mentioned before that I think it's what Poke and Allegro and EJ played on a roster before, right?
yeah, I think outside of you, I think the entire rest of the Brawlers only played on 2 teams last season.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
because Poke and
Well,
Sonic Ronic, I believe, were duoed last season. And
yeah,
then
that's right. Because Poke was tank, right? And
yep, Sonic
he was
Ronic
playing a lot of
was
Doom.
yeah, he plays everything. But
Was Sonic on DPS last season too?
um, Poke, you're here. What happened last season with Sonic Ronic? Was he DPS
No,
or was he
Poke left.
support?
Oh, Poke's back.
What team was I on last season?
The Pinguinos.
Yeah, he's on DPS.
Because I know he did play support occasionally. He had a mean Zen. They'd play a lot of like Zen Bap, and that looked really good for them. But um, were you
Yeah,
were you guys worried at all after the Chinchillas on Hollywood like was able to hold so long on second point? Because I think after that first map, you
right.
guys were probably feeling pretty good, but then you saw them start to fight back a little bit there. Were you guys reevaluating anything, or were you just still chilling?
So I'll speak for myself personally. I think at least when it comes to like my mental with like competition and stuff, sometimes I tend to be like a anxious person, and I was like, oh shit, like we're struggling to win these team fights and stuff. But I try to like look at what was happening, and I think we were just making some simple mistakes. So we kept clearing the high ground,
Yeah,
but after we were clearing the high ground, we were like chasing kills and stuff. And so what that tells me is like, while I'm in game, I'm thinking to myself like, okay, like we're not getting diffed or anything. We're just making bad decisions. And so I take it upon myself to like tell the team, hey, like this is what I see. Let's try to change this. Um, I would actually say probably the bigger like question for us was like swapping up on Li Jiang,
yeah,
because we've been running both the brawl and the dive, but obviously like brawl is our go-to. So I think our team did a really good job like calling out for the swap, because we've never like practiced the dive on that map.
yeah.
So recognizing the matchup, I think, was really huge into getting the win. Because even though like we're not like too worried about losing, like it's still good to keep momentum. Like if we need to swap, like go ahead and do it. Like because it'll get us like the momentum we need. Um.
I was gonna
So
ask you
yeah,
about that too. On Li Jiang, that first map, I think you made a really good swap, and it ended up working really well for you on Night Market. When you got to Gardens, you went back to the Brawl comp. Why did you go back to the Brawl comp after making the adjustments?
yeah. I think it was a mistake probably on Garden. I think it's Garden. Yeah, on
Yeah,
Garden. I think we didn't want to. I guess it does come back to the thing that like we hadn't practiced the dive, and
yeah,
so on that map, and so we kind of just wanted to roll out on what we have played previously. But I think like we were kind of overthinking it. I think we should probably just stayed. So I think Like we made that decision together as a team, but I think probably next time, like right after the match was done, we were like, oh, we should have just stayed, or we should have stayed dive. So
Yeah,
I think next time we'll probably try to do that again.
I think it worked really well for you too, because going into you got control center third, and that one like Brawl is just so good. Like Ryan Junkrat
Yeah.
is insane on control center.
Yeah, you can't even run far on that map, or Echo really. So we knew we had like the easier map as
Yeah.
third. So I guess like at the end of the day, like we're kind of okay if we give up that second round, and are a little stubborn with the swaps. But hey, it works out in the end.
Um,
I'll always play Junkrat on Control Center and on King's Row. Like no matter
Really?
what, I don't care the matchup. Yeah,
you're a
I
King's
always
Row
go for
Junkrat?
it.
I thought you liked Bastion on King's Row.
No, I mean I do, but
You just like Junkrat more.
so far for a while now, I've been playing Junk every time on that map. Maybe a couple whatchamacallit, a couple outliers there, but yeah, I used to play on console, and so when I left to go to school a long time ago, I just had this like 30 FPS laptop, and that's what I
Ooh.
used to play. And the only hero I could play was Junkrat, so that's how I got all my Junkrat hours.
Yeah.
And so I still like to play him.
I don't think I have anything else. Corey, do you have any other questions before El Clasico?
Not to my knowledge.
Would you like to ask El Clasico?
Yeah, sure. If you had to give MVP to another player of your team,
You gotta swag it out at
Uh,
the end.
Sonic, because they were going crazy. I was like, I don't remember what map it was, but I was looking at my stats and I was like, oh, I'm doing pretty good this map. And then Sonic had like 5 more kills and like 2 less stats. So
Sonic has some
and
good,
yeah, Sonic, quiet carry too. Like didn't even realize he was going insane until I looked at scoreboard. So yeah, probably just based off performance, I would give it to Sonic. Good job, Sonic.
So I think that just about does it. Thank you, Elko, for allowing us to interview you. Congratulations again to the Brawlers for a clean sweep there. Let me check real quick what our next match is.
Be the best.
Tomorrow, I believe we have 2 tomorrow. We have Dongers versus Numbies and Zeniths versus Raccoons. So Corey will be playing in a match tomorrow. I think those will both be pretty exciting games.
Be the best. Nice.
So stay tuned,
Thanks for having me.
everyone. Thanks for showing up, chat. We'll see you soon. This is Paninii signing off for myself and for Corey. Again, congratulations to Elko for match MVP and for the Brawlers for winning the match. But we will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all for
Be the
watching.
best.